welcome to today's video. So I have ignored this channel, just kind of like I've ignored myself over the past year. I will be very upfront. I weighed in this morning and I have gained from my lowest about 25, I think, ish pounds. Sorry, you can see my finger for a second. I can feel it in myself. I can see it in how some of my clothes fit. They fit, but not quite the way that they did. And so, new year, we're getting back on track. I know I said I was not going to do the Salina 5K again. I was very adamant about that.
She's doing the 5K.
I'm doing the 5K again. Whee! I have better expectations now of what to expect when it comes to this particular race. I know that there isn't very much of an expo. There's a few vendors, but you're mainly there to pick up your bib and get signed in, and that's about it. And then I know that the 5K is kind of a run walk. And it's a family fun run walk. So there's going to be strollers. There's going to be people pushing wagons. There's going to be high schoolers weaving in and out. So I have a better understanding of this race compared to a Disney race, because all I did was like, oh, I know what to expect. I've done Run Disney. Yeah, I had no idea what to expect. Run Disney is completely different. So we
Your closest would be Chicago.
yeah. And someday I'd love to go to a bigger race and go to like their expo and stuff, and that's definitely something that's not out of the realm of possibility.
No, especially since Chicago's what, 6 hours, 7 hours,
Something like that.
Dallas is 6 hours. Oklahoma City's 4.
And the Bluebell ice cream place does a 5K in March,
See, there's one you could do.
and they give ice cream.
Okay. Is that where? Dallas?
I think so. I'll have to. I follow them on Instagram.
It doesn't tell me where it's at.
I will look after I'm done with this. So anyway, I got re-signed up with Weight Watchers. I canceled it after my December payment went through, simply because I knew that they would be doing a deal in January. I knew that with being on vacation and with the holidays, I really wasn't going to be tracking much, but I had to pay December because that was the end of my last contract. But I was able to get a full year for $12 a month, which is pretty much half the cost. So I'm paying half price compared to what they want without having the promo. So I'm pretty happy about that. But back to the Salina race, I was scrolling through Facebook while we were playing games with my parents over the holidays, and they have a new race registration website, and they were giving free race registrations out. And I was able to sign up Sam for the full marathon, myself for the 5, which I am going to be trying to beat my time from last year. I signed up my mom, who's going to be trying to beat her time from last year. My sister-in-law was able to sign up, and the following day I was able to sign my aunt up for the 5K. So that's pretty exciting that we're adding one to the group this year.
Right.
My niece was registered last year, but she had something come up with school, and then this year she'll be at college. So she's like, I am not coming back to do a 5K. So if she decides to, there's always like a $5 registration that we can sign her up for in case she decides she wants to come hang out that weekend. But
She's gonna be at college. I doubt if she's gonna want to hang out with a bunch of old people. Sorry.
I know we're the old people now. We did decide that this year we were going to stay the night in Salina, and I already have our rooms booked. Us and my mom and aunt are staying at the Holiday Inn Express in Salina on South 9th. And
which is pretty close to where you're sitting, Christina's.
Yeah. And so then we're going to drive our own car over and park, because we're going to be there a lot longer because Sam's doing the bowl. But my mom and my aunt are going to get up, eat breakfast, and then go over to my brother and sister-in-law's, park their cars there, and just take one car over instead of trying to find 3 parking
You
spots.
mean it's going to take me longer to run a full marathon than you to run a 5K? I would hope.
In theory. But, I mean, you never know. We're hoping the running joke is that they have fired the person at the marathon in charge of the weather.
Good.
If you remember, the wind was horrible.
I still had enough in me going into mile 9 that I would have easily finished at a good half hour or more ahead.
Yeah. Because he's like, okay, I'm almost there. And I'm like, almost there? It's been like an hour. But then when you ran into that wind,
that wall and just...
you felt like you weren't moving. So, but anyway, so I am signed up for that. There's a 5K the weekend of St. Patrick's Day in Wichita that has registrations open. So might look into that. There's a one down in March down in Texas. So I need to look at it once done with this video. So because it's saved on I follow them on my weight loss channel on Instagram. So
is it just a 5 or?
I don't know. I'd have to look. I don't remember. It's been a couple years since I looked at it.
Okay.
But so, but this I'm getting back on track. Sam is getting himself on track because he is running a full, and he did the half just going. Yep, I'm gonna run.
I'm gonna wake up this morning and just run a half marathon.
I called him Barney from How I Met Your Mother because remember,
Step 1,
start running.
That's it.
So, but there's a little bit more training that you need to put into for a full marathon than a half. And it's the nice thing about it is that it's the half marathon route twice. So he already knows what.
How's that a nice thing? It means I got to do the same 4 hills.
Well, you at least know what the route already looks like because it doesn't change.
I know most of Salina anyway.
Fair enough. So we also re-signed up at the Y. As of this video, they are doing free registrations at the Y, at least locally to us. So definitely check. I think it goes until like January 12th. And there's, at least at ours, there's no payment due until February 15th. So if you are wanting to get back into it and you have a Y locally to you, definitely recommend it. They have some great classes that you can do that's all included. Typically they'll have a pool. I like doing their yoga. So Sam's drinking his creatine. But it is, I don't know if it's just like locally, like the greater Wichita area wise, but I know that when you see this video, there will still be 6 days left until the 12th. So if you are looking into getting a gym membership and you haven't, definitely check it out. Our Y is about 30 minutes away. It's in Newton. We talked about it because the gym in town is 55 and the Y is 60. It's very tiny. It can get very...
It's overpowered by the college and high school.
And 90% of the time, there is something that's not working, or at one point, none of the treadmills worked themselves. So we're like, you know what? We aren't paying for stuff not to get fixed. We've went in there and had to take our own toilet paper before. And we're like, I'm not doing that. If I'm paying $55 a month, there can at least be toilet paper and Kleenex in abundance. So,
yeah, I'm not asking for much here. I'm asking for toilet paper.
Right. So, so anyway, that's it for today's video. We are headed to the Y, and we're gonna get on. I don't know what you're doing because I don't know what I'm doing, but probably just do some walking on the treadmill and get back into the process of going to the gym, which is something that I've missed, but I do not miss that gym in town.
Well, you were at a better one.
Yep.
Without paying the price of Genesis.
Right. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around, because I know I haven't posted much on this channel. And one of my goals for this year is to at least get one video out to you guys once a week. So that's it for today's video, I think. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.